All right, hello team. It's time to get started. Thank you so much for joining me today for this workout. Today, we're doing things a little different. We're gonna start with our lower body. We're gonna work on bilateral followed by unilateral movements. So that's working both sides of our body and then to a single side. We'll get through that, and then we're gonna move into arms and abs today, all right? There is no cardio built in today. So go out and walk, enjoy the fresh air, get out and move several times throughout the day. But right here, right now, we're gonna focus on strength, all right? For equipment, dumbbells, you're gonna wanna have 5, 8, 10, some lighter weights for the arms and our abs. For the legs, think medium to heavy weight. As for equipment, I will be using a gliding disc today, I believe, and oh no, maybe. Nope, I take that back. We're not doing that today. Let me move those out of here. Change that. Jose, it's not going well. Take 5. All right, hello team, thank you for joining me. I'm so excited about this workout today. There is no cardio at all, so I do expect you to get out and move throughout the day. But for right now, we're just gonna focus on strength. We're gonna start with lower body, working on bilateral and unilateral movements. All right, it's gonna be both sides to a single side. Then we're gonna move into arms and abs today, and we'll finish off the workout with that. 45 minutes. You need a variety of dumbbells. We're talking 5, 8, 10, something lighter for those arms, and then medium to heavy for those legs. As for my equipment today, I am going to be using my box, and I am going to be using a stability ball, but I have modification windows for you if you don't own those pieces of equipment. So the thing that you need today is your water and your variety of dumbbells. I'm gonna take a quick sip and we're gonna get going. All right, here we go. We're gonna touch and kiss those elbows together. No windows here coming up. 3, 2, and 1. Just follow my lead, all right? We're gonna squeeze in here and reach open. Squeeze and reach together and apart. All right, really try to pull back, open up that chest. It feels good. We're just gonna move through our joints here, warm them up before we get started with that lower body. All right, here we go. Let me know what you think. I don't know if I've ever written a workout like this before. I've written a lot of workouts in my time. 3, 2, and 1. We'll see. I'm sure I have at some point. We're going to go with knee hugs. All right, we're going to pull that knee into the chest. If balance is an issue, come back to your wall and hug here, okay? Because I want a really good hug, a really good squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, hug it tight, and let it go. Pull that knee into that chest. You'll feel your quad, you'll feel your adductors here. Feels good. Let's stretch them out, loosen up here so we can do the best that we can do on these legs. Intervals today will be 40 seconds mostly for those legs. We're looking at 30 seconds for upper body on the arms and abs, okay? All right, we're gonna go arm circles really big. Let's circle them back. Backstroke it here, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and big, up and around. Open up. There you go. Feels good. Feels good. Just getting our mind ready for this. So let me know what you think about no cardio. I usually add in bursts of it or something at the end to get that heart rate up. All right, go for a walk after this. I know this is 45 minutes. If you could add 15 minutes of walking or something after that, rowing, cycling, you'll have a really good hour on your hands, okay? 3, 2, and 1. We're going into a high kick now, okay? So we're gonna swing. I'm gonna end up reaching over and touching that toe. You might do knees or shins. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. A little kick, 30 seconds. Woo. Feel the tightness here. We got it. Warming up here. Woo. Get your mind in the game. Start your watch. I don't know why my workout wants to pause, but make sure that you have everything lined up here. We'll move that hairband and see if that helps. All right, especially if you're tracking. Woo. There we go. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, we're gonna crisscross our arms here and swing again, okay? Crisscross and swing. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Open up. Feels good. Swing. There you go. Nice and big. Enjoy these loose movements before we hit legs. All right. Let me know, team, if there's something that you're looking for or a piece of equipment you want to see thrown into a workout. I'm always looking for ideas. to write new workouts and add different things in that you want, okay? So talk to me. I'm here. 3, 2, and 1. All right. We're going to go lateral lunge here, or lateral squat, up and over, lateral squat. All right. 3, 2, and 1. Up and over. Good. Woo, that's it. Side to side, sit it back. Bend at the hips and the knees here. Sit down and back. All right, good. I want a little twist here inside that right knee. Open up, look it towards the ceiling and hold. Good, we're gonna go to the other side. Look towards the ceiling and hold. 3, 2, and 1. All right, rest. We have 30 seconds. Grab a sip of water. We have sumo squats coming up. We want something heavy. All right, as heavy as you can go. You could hold 2 weights as well. I'm gonna start with 1. All right, we're gonna get started. I forgot to tell you, I would like for you to grab a gliding disc or a paper plate if you want to use it. I do have modification if you don't want to use this today, but just in case you do, we will be using this on a RDL unilateral exercise here today. All right, so if you have one, great. If not, don't worry about it. We're gonna go into sumo squats. Grab the heaviest weight you can handle here. Here we go. Toes are wider than shoulder width apart. We have 40 seconds on the clock. We're dropping that bottom, that back door to the floor, okay? Chest is up. No hinging here, so we don't want to push the hips back. We want to bring them straight down because we're going to be doing RDLs where we push the hips back later. Right now, I want you to be quad focused. I want you to pull those, as you stand, kind of think about squeezing those inner thighs together, okay? They're not going to come together, but they are going to come closer together as we stand. So just focus on that as we go up and down and looking at me and keeping that chest up here, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, rear foot up or rear foot down. We have an Ipsi split squat here, which means we're going to put the weight on the same side of the leg we're using. Let's start with that left foot forward, right foot either back or up. Looking at my modification. Weight on the shoulder, okay? We have 40 seconds on the left, 40 seconds on the right. Here we go. We're going to go down and up with this. Good. If you don't have balance, I want you to start with that split squat, maybe without weight. All right, especially if we're still working on getting our knee up and down from the ground. Work on that split squat, then start to add weight. We're already being challenged, okay? We start to add load to increase that challenge. If we can't do that full split squat to the floor because balance or strength isn't there, then we are being challenged still with our own body weight. We don't need to add weight quite yet. Halfway, let's switch. Weight on the right shoulder, right foot back. Here we go. Maybe up and down team. That's why I made it 40 seconds. Takes a little bit of time to get into position on this one. Straight up and down, right? Chest is up. Three, 2, and 1. Rest. Okay, nice work. We have our RDL. We're going to grab 2 weights here. We're going to push those hips back. We want to make sure that when we're pushing back that our legs are stiff, pretty straight, but yet knees are soft. I'm going to go with 30s on this. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Shoulders down and back. Chest out. Here we go. Push back. Stiff legs, soft knees. Exhale to stand. Draw the navel in. Squeeze your bottom. We may only go to our knees or mid-shins. Some of us who are a little more flexible may go a little deeper. Whatever we do, we want to keep that neutral spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. We're going to glide here. Okay. So we're going to grab a weight for reference. I'm going to try 20 on this first one, maybe up to 25. Grab your disc if you want. Otherwise, do a tap back like my modification window. We're gonna go opposite the leg, okay? So let's stay stationary. Let's put our right toe on our gliding disc, yeah? And our weight in our right hand. We're gonna slide back and pull forward. All right, push back, hips back, stiff leg, soft knee. 2, good, neutral spine. 3, there we go. We got it. And you can put a little pressure on your disc to add a little friction so it's a little tougher to stand here, okay? As we pull in. Here we go. Should be feeling a lot of this in that outer hip. Halfway, let's switch. So left toes on the gliding disc, weight in your left hand. Left toes on disc, left hand with the weight, or just tap back.
I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around, dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance. I just wanna
3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right. Woo, love that one. Okay, moving on. We have calves here, okay? And we are going to work for a minute on this one. So a little less. Looks like 30 seconds on each leg, okay? I'm going to do a 10. Not too heavy here. We're going to go up and down on that right leg. 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds on that right. And then 30 seconds on the left. Getting up on the balls of our feet. If you have a step nearby, a stepper, or a plate weight that you want to put down, you can bring that heel down below, kind of give it a little drop there, which feels good. Gives you more range on the calves and a little stretch there too, which feels nice. All right, 3 more seconds on this side, which is good. Switch the other side. Here we go, team. Up and down. Woo, I feel mine from a run this morning. Here we go. Up and down. You want to get some good height onto the balls of your feet. If we're not doing that, then I would suggest dropping that weight and going to body weight. And if we're still struggling, what we can do is have both feet come up to help out that calf and then lower, okay? Up on 2, down with 1. All right, rest. So that's a good way to progress there, okay? Or regress to progress, to progress. I don't know. All right, sumo squat, we're back to it. 35 pounds here. Feet wide, toes are following or knees are following your toes, okay? They should be in line. Here we go, we'll get it right. 3, 2, and 1, team, let's go. If you need 2 weights down the middle here, we can do 2 weights. All right, I'm gonna stick with this today because it feels better on my back. But if you have very light weights there, like only a set of 15s, I would take your 2 15s in both your hands down the center here, okay? Make sure you load. Those legs can handle it. 10 more seconds here. Woo! All right. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, we're going into that Ipsi. Rear foot elevated. I'm going to stick with my 15. That's plenty. Let's go with the left foot out, right leg up. All right. We're just going to set our shoelaces down on our box, our stepper, whatever we have for elevation. 3, 2, and 1. Up and down. You can even use a stability ball. It's pretty tough, but it is an option. But we want to make sure we're ready for that challenge. Chest up. We will hinge after this. Halfway switch. All right, right foot forward, weight on the right shoulder. Here we go, we're up and down. Even though we're on a timer, just to keep us moving together, I like to count my reps if I'm not talking too much to make sure that I'm getting the same reps on each side. Not a bad habit to practice. I know some of us want to show up, turn that mind off, and just do the work. I get it. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right, RDLs, okay? Now we're hinging. We're pushing the hips back. This is a lot of leg in a row, okay? So take time. If you need more pausing, go ahead and pause. It's okay. If you need more rest. Woo! Here we go, team. 3, 2, and 1. Hips back. Stiff legs, soft knees. Don't reach with the weights, all right? Just focus on pushing the hips back as far as they will go. A lot of that depends on our flexibility. Good, 15 more seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Rest. Okay. We're back to that gliding disc or tap back RDL. So we went from bilateral to unilateral. Working here. I don't know. I might try my 25 this time. Here we go. So let's put the right toe on the right disc. Weight in that right hand. Okay. So here we go. We're going to slide back. Bring it forward. And I like to create a little friction when I'm bringing it forward by pushing in. 2, there you go. 3, pushing that toe in, dragging it in, making those hamstrings and glutes work a little harder. This is a tough one. Working these legs together. The only rest is the calves halfway. Let's go to the left toe on left disc. Weight in the left hand. There we go. Keep that neutral spine, okay? Don't go too far. We don't want to start to round. Keep that neutral spine. I'd rather see you a little more shallow on this hinge to keep that neutral spine. 3, 2, and 1. Calf raises. I'm going to bring down a weight here so I can get a little dip. Just do my small weight here, just a little bit. I have a little bit of a drop there, okay, which feels good. I feel like I can get some movement at the ankle. 3, 2, and 1. Let's start with that left leg. Here we go. Up and down. This is just a small lift, but man, it makes a difference. That's it. Keep them coming. If you start to lose that range of motion, put your weight down and continue to go, okay? Just adjust by bringing your weight down, or adjust with 2 feet up, 1 down. Here we go, halfway. Switch legs. All right, rest is coming up. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, we're doing this one more round. I know that's tough for some of us. Maybe we don't have that muscle endurance built in yet. Go ahead and jump to the arms and the abs, okay? But if you've been working for a while, this is just the push that we need. All right, so we're gonna go back to this sumo squat. 3, 2, and 1. Or stay around with me. Even if you want to go this third round, but you're not sure about it and you used a weight, maybe we just work on body weight movements this time. All right, or we modify slightly to keep going. So you have options, okay? You always want to challenge yourself. And I know we're going to show up those days when we're tired and the challenge is already there. You know, pushing is not something we can do today. We're just happy to show up and do something. If that's the case, fast forward to the arms. Three, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right. Tough one coming up. Or do this for me. Here's another option. I'm not giving you these options so that you can just bail. I'm giving them to you so that you can keep working. All right. So skip the unilateral. Just work exercise 1 and 3, the odds. There you go. Here we go. So you could skip this, get some rest, and then join us for that RDL, okay, the bilateral movements. There's a way to modify, all right? You do you, all right? Find your challenge today and work with it and your energy. I understand. I woke up today with not a lot of energy. It's been a week. It's been a week for me. So I'm doing the best that I can, given what I have. You can do the same. We just want to keep moving. Whew. Halfway switch. Give me one more. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Woo! We're almost there. Seems like it was moving slow. You're like, third round. Oh no. We're here. We got it. Here we go. Grab your weights. RDL. So if you took a break on those unilateral split squats, join us here. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Push back. Exhale to stand. Draw the navel in and up. Squeeze the glutes. Shoulders down and back. Five seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Good work. All right, again, take rest here if your body needs it. Or go ahead and join me. We're going to go contralateral, so I want your foot, your right toe on the disc or stepping back. Weight in your right hand. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Slide it back. Create some tension if you want. All right. Push into the floor, drag it in. Halfway switch, left toe on. Weight in the left hand. Oh, it feels good to lift. Anybody else feel that? Maybe we didn't in the beginning, but as you continue to lift, it feels really good to push our muscles. Not only are we getting stronger with strength, but we're also strengthening our bones. Very important as we age. Encouraging my young ladies that train to strength train the rest of their lives. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, rest. Last set of calf raises here, so if you skip that, join us for that real quick. Whoops, let me grab my weight. All right, you might be able to do more than 10s. I just grabbed it because I don't want to lose my range of motion. I'm doing a lot of running lately, so staying safe. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. Up and down. With that heel drop or not, depends on whether you have a step in the area. Pretty nice though. More range on the calf muscles. Woo! Dripping sweat. How about you? Feels good. It's funny, my watch kept stopping at the beginning saying, pausing my workout, and now it's not pausing it. My heart rate must be up enough. Halfway, let's switch sides here. Okay, weight on that same side, up and down. That's it. If you're playing pickleball, I highly suggest doing some calf raises and straightening your lower leg. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Okay, team. 30 seconds here. That's all I have written in. But listen, if you need more, take a minute or two here, okay? You can pause this video and come back when you're ready. Just don't walk away and get busy with a chore at the house and forget to come back. Or this could be a 2-part series. You could stop here and tomorrow do arms and abs, okay? So that's also an option. We're gonna start with front arm raises. I'm gonna try my 8s out today. 3, 2, and 1. Out to the front and back down with control. 30 seconds here, lift and lower, all right? This means we're not swinging, we're not dropping. We're lifting and lowering with control. 30 seconds on these intervals today. We have an arm, an ab, and always a tricep. So we're really working triceps today. 3, 2, and 1. We have a single arm loaded sit up. Look at my modification if that bothers your back, okay? Sit-ups aren't for everyone. If you have a little bit of lower back pain, okay, I would stay away from it. All right, we're going that right arm. We're gonna come all the way up. 3, 2, and 1. Will be 30 seconds on each side. Up and then roll down vertebrae by vertebrae, okay? So no plopping. Up. Weight is over the shoulder. Again, you could just focus on sitting up without the weight, okay? I have like a McGill, although I don't have your hands under the back, kind of sit up that can help you with your lower back with a bent knee. That'll feel better. Actually, it's a crunch. Or we can do this. Here we go. Halfway. We're going to switch that other arm. Keep those sit-ups coming. Lower with control. If we're having trouble with that, there's no need to add weight yet, okay? If we have trouble coming up and lowering, we're just going body weight. Maybe we put our arm in the air without the weight just to practice having that arm up, but we don't have to load yet. I know everybody's telling you to lift heavier or do more, and we should, but when we're ready. 3, 2, and 1. All right, triceps kick back. Woohoo! All right, let's grab that weight. I'm gonna go with my 8s again. We want full extension at the elbow. A lot of times we start to get heavy weight and we just move here, and that's not really doing much. We want to extend all the way at that elbow, okay? You might even see me go down to 5s to get there. 3, 2, and 1. It's only 30 seconds. So I'm going to stay with my 8s, but we want to make sure we can extend. Also, try to pull those elbows up high. Get a 90-degree bend here that allows for a wider range on that tricep and kick back. Triceps, there's more than one. There we go. 10 seconds. Squeeze at the top there. Squeeze and control it again. Lift and lower, lift and lower. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, front arm raises. This is easy. I have my weight. We have a little bit of rest here, 20 seconds. If you need to modify that weight, go ahead, okay? If it gets too hard in that 30-second interval, instead of lifting both, you could start to alternate one and then the other to stay with your weight, okay? 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Straight up and down. Just 2 sets of each circuit here, okay? Just 2. I could stay here longer, I know. If you want a 3rd set, by all means pause and do them again. Maybe aim for 10 to 12 reps. and move on to the next thing and do it all the way through. Or just follow along with me again. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Okay, single arm loaded here. Sit up. You find your weight or no weight and go modified if needed, okay? Stay safe. There's no need. Working harder is good when we work smart, okay? Smarter. So don't do something to hurt yourself. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. At the same token, be honest with yourself if you're holding back just because you're worried you can't do something, or if it's really because form isn't there. So do push, but know when you're ready. I believe in you. Try a little bit at a time. Try 1 or 2. You will know right away whether you're there or not. Another thing I tell my clients to do is pick up that heavier weight or find a weight halfway. Let's go to the other side and work it as many reps as you can during this interval, and then set it down and keep going. You know, you might be able to do a few. Just because you can't do it all doesn't mean you shouldn't go up. If the other weight is too easy or that movement is too easy, do the more advanced or add that weight. But maybe we don't make it the whole interval. That's okay. We're going to work up to it. We have to start somewhere. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right. We have our kickbacks. Woo, those get me every time. I used to swim a lot, so my triceps were always in pretty good shape. Don't swim anymore, and I feel it. Ready to get back to it, though. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. All I need is a Michael Phelps pool here, and I'm set. Try to tell that to my husband. 4, good. Squeeze. Extend. Pause there. Make sure we have control of that weight. Lift and lower. Three, 2, and 1. Rest. Okay, we have 30 seconds. You can grab a sip of water. We're moving on to biceps. All right, biceps and another weighted exercise for the abs. And then triceps again. We're going to do skull crushes from the floor. Super excited. Typically when I work arms, I tell people I do double my triceps to my biceps. And I'm just going to use 10s on my biceps today. It's 30 seconds. Let's see what we can do. I just told you try. We're going to try. Just try. 3, 2, and 1. If I have to put these down within 30 seconds and grab my 10, so what? I just did more reps with 15s than I would have if I just picked up those 10s, right? Here we go. Anyways, what was I talking about before this? I have no idea. Oh, I always like to double up on triceps versus my biceps. Biceps are a little easier to obtain. Triceps are a little more difficult. So I work them a little harder, show them a little more love. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we have a dumbbell pass off. All right, I think I'm going to try 15, maybe more. We'll see. Again, you don't have to use any weight here. You don't have to extend your legs, so look at my modification. All right, again, you might just do the crunches instead of the extension of the legs. 3, 2, and 1. We've got our weight on our legs. We're gonna grab that weight, reach our legs out, arms overhead, bring it back, set it down, arms overhead without the weight. Reach, grab the weight, extend, come in, reach, nothing there, okay? Back and forth. You don't have to do the kick out though. We could just come here and bring that weight up and over for that crunch. All right, you do you. Kick the legs out a little higher to do it if you want, okay? So we could kick out even a little bit more here if we need to, all right? Woo! We have a minute here. We want to get those shoulders and shoulder blades to come up off the ground as we crunch up. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, we have skull crushes. We're going to take our weight and extend here. I'm going to grab a 20, I think, for this. No, I'm going to go 2 15s. We're going to try it for 30 seconds. All right, you can do one weight, a single dumbbell, or you can grab 2 like I'm doing. 3, 2, and 1. It really depends on what kind of weights you have there. If you have only 5 and 10s, I suggest 2 weights. You can even push them together here and work those triceps. Woo! Maybe this was a little ambitious today. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. I'm going to press them together and work them together a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, nice work, team. Biceps curls. All right. Change your weight out if you need to. We're getting there. After this set, we just have one more tricep here, and we're done. Really quick. All right. I hope it went fast for you. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Curl it up and down. Keep a small bend in that elbow to keep that the biceps engaged. Lift and lower with control. 13 seconds. Wrists are neutral. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, dumbbell pass off here. I'm going to go, oh wait. Since we're going to do the triceps here with the 15s, I'm going to go with a 15 for that pass off here. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Come up and reach that weight. Lift it overhead. Extend the knees or the legs or not. Come up, place the weight down, and reset back. Lift. So we're doing essentially a crunch with the weight and a crunch without the weight. The extension of the legs is up to you. Keep that lower back healthy and safe. Draw those ribs down. There you go. We're halfway. If that's enough today, modify or take a rest. Woo! 13 seconds. Keep it coming. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Oh boy. All right, team. I'm going to try to do these 15s again, but I'm going to crush them together. All right, just helps them work together a little bit more and stabilize those shoulders, okay? Otherwise, if you have some lighter weight and you need to, just take them like I did before. 2 of them here, okay? 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Keep that upper arm stable. Don't let it slide with you, okay? With that extension. Keep it in one place the whole time. Three, 2, and 1. Rest. All right, nice work. We're on to our last little circuit here, okay? We have rear flies. So we got those front delts. We're going to do the rear delts here. I'm going to use 8s, all right? I want to get good range. I want good control of this. Remember your bat wings, okay? We want to keep that bend the same the whole way through, okay? All right. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Three, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to roll out onto our ball. I have a modification where you're in a high plank, stepping your hands out. If that's too much, just do a plank hold today on your forearms or your hands, okay? So a plank hold would be another modification today. All right, we're going to roll that ball out. We want to be mindful not to let our hips sag. 3, 2, and 1. Start with the hands behind the ball. Roll out over the top of the ball as far as you can go, keeping those hips up. All right, here we go. I love to do this with a gliding disc or with a wheel, an ab wheel. But at home, I don't have an ab wheel, so I use my ball. And this is a great way to come up a little bit higher because using an ab wheel requires you to be very low to the ground. That can be a lot. We're halfway. Let's keep working. You're holding that plank. Good job. Keep it going. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. All right. Nice work. We're going to go into that triangle push-up now. All right. So we're going to make a little triangle. If it hurts your wrist, just go with the elbows tucked in and the hand shoulder width apart here. I didn't put a modification, but we can go here and cross it. You might just go halfway up and down. Otherwise, make a triangle with your pointer fingers and your thumbs. All right, here we go. We're coming down over that sternum and pushing away. Elbows flare out. "30 seconds here. You can do this at an incline as well. 3, 2, and 1. So you could do this at an incline on a box with those hands here, okay? Or your countertop and push in and out, okay? If that's a little tough there. All right, team, going back to our first exercise, which was those rear flies, okay? Last set here, or last round was really kind of sad. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. I showed up tired. Maybe you did too. But now I'm energized and feeling really fantastic. Got this in for today. Spent some time on me. You spent some time on you, which is important, okay? Show up for yourself. I'm going to say, again, I just want to say, look around at the older people around you, people who are 10 to 20 years older. 3, 2, and 1. Notice the things they struggle with and work at those, okay? You know, stepping off of a curb, stepping up into the house, using your stairs, getting down to the ground and up. What if you fall and you can't get up? All these things. That's why we're here. This is what we're doing this for, so we don't end up there. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. It's very important for me to teach you that, to coach you through being strong enough to take care of yourself and be safe so that you don't fall and get stuck on the floor, so that you can get into your house without falling and doing a small step up, right? Or you can step off that curb when you come out of a building. All these things that we're not thinking about right now because we can do them will catch up with us if we don't practice the things we are doing in here. So if you don't like your step-ups and you didn't like the legs, remember, we need a strong lower body for all of this as well. Roll out as far as you can go without sagging the hips. 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Nice work. All right, a triangle push-up. Again, remember your box, your wall. A wall works too, okay? So we can put our hands against the wall here and tuck those elbows in and push away. Find a countertop, hands in. I just love giving modifications because I want you to feel like you can do this because I know you can. 3, 2, and 1. All right, I know you can do this with the right modification if what we're doing isn't for you today. Talk to me if you need something else. I'm doing something in these workouts and it's not working out for you. Talk to me. Send me a message. My email should be around too. There we go. Come on. 3, 2, and 1. Cool down. Let's push those hips back, arms out in front. Lovely, team. Oh my goodness, you did it. I'm so proud of you. All right, we have a lot of years ahead of us, hopefully. I know we don't get to decide that, but if we do, we want to live those those years the best that we can, right? Not only will we feel better and live life fuller, but hopefully we have a lot more joy in our life because we can get around, okay? Let's go ahead and stretch out here at my knees. You can stand if you want or sit. We're gonna look away from that shoulder or the hand. Spread your fingers wide, hug it in. I honestly am very independent and it's gonna happen, but I have that fear of having someone have to take care of me, so kind of that fear drives my motivation to keep moving and be strong, right? So I can do things, take care of myself. If I have grandchildren around someday, that I can play with them and be fun and lively and go places and walk mile after mile with them, chase after them. These are all the things that motivate me today. And it just helps with stress, so many things. If you want to comment, let me know why you show up for yourself. What's the thing driving you today? We all have different reasons. Maybe it's to sleep better. Maybe it's to release stress. Here we go. Maybe it's to be just stronger. I just want to be stronger. Or I have a race coming up that I'm trying to do. You know, whatever it is. Good. Stretching that tricep. I know this is a hard one if we're a little tight. So if you have a small towel that you can grab or a band, you can grab both sides here and pull. That feels really good. So if you notice this is tough and you want to get that the triceps stretch, that's what I would do. I don't have a towel to show you that right now. Oh, I do. Or is it in the view? I'm going to walk here. I don't know if it's on camera. It might disappear. I do have a towel. So you could take it here, grab the other end, and pull, okay? And that's a nice way to stretch here when we're lacking the mobility to get there, which happens. This is a tough one. All right, team, I think we got both of those. Let's go ahead and pull those fingers back, arms out front. We will get a couple legs here. Oh, we only have a minute left. Uh-oh, Tatum running out of time. Let's push the others back here. What is one that I would do with you just to make sure? Oh, there's so many. So many. All right, we'll come down to the floor. We'll do the one stretch here that we can do for our legs, all right? And you can stay and stretch on your own. Show up for some yoga or some sort of stretching that you like to do. Let's cross that leg over, hug it in, sit really tall. You can twist here if that feels good too. Sorry that we ran out of time. I didn't want this to go over. I know we're about 47 minutes and it's okay. Switch a little bit longer today. Again, a great workout to come back to and split up into 2 days. But my goal for you is to keep moving throughout the day. Go out, do a 10-minute walk here, a 10-minute walk there, and maybe up to another one, you know, get 30 minutes in, 20 minutes, but move often. What you do right here for 45 minutes is not enough if you sit at the desk all day, okay? So move around, all right? Promise me that. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been a blast, and take care. Bye-bye.